subscribe our channel, stay till the end of the stories for more twist and turn. Comment us about what kind of stories you like to hear. Stepsister, 17, has been making moves on me, 16, don't know what to say, what should I do? Throwaway account because she has read it also and sees what I post. As far as I know doesn't visit these advice communities, so I am comfortable to say the least. What I'm not comfortable with is the fact that my stepsister has been open to me about doing the deeds. The first time she said this 4 months ago during the quarantine, I laughed it off thinking she was bored, even after the countless times she was saying she was serious. After that happened, she purposely kept walking in on me getting changed or showering, apologizing profusely before leaving despite it never really happening before that day. She's also started to wear very revealing clothing around the house. Her excuse was if I'm gonna be stuck here for months I'm gonna be comfortable, which this comfortable clothing has led to multiple slips that I've seen. I bring it up now because I saw texts on her phone between her friend talking about someone, didn't realize it was me until she mentioned purposely walking in while he's in the shower. I read the texts more until she got back and took the phone. Apparently from what little I read she likes me, wants to get my attention and maybe try something secret with me, away from her father and my mom. I've been thinking on telling my parents, but I don't know what to even say to them. How do I know she didn't set that up for me to read? Should I confront her about it? And well, here I am, asking for Reddit's advice cause it's helped me in the past before. What should I do? If this is making you so uncomfortable that you feel you need your parents to take point in getting this to stop, then do it. There's no shame in that. She's crossing the line. What she's doing isn't something someone with an innocent crush does. She's sexually harassing you and it sounds like her friends are egging her on. That is not okay. Period. If the roles were reversed, I guarantee you'd be told to go scorched earth. Ignore the basement dwellers who talk about being a man because they clearly don't know what that means. This isn't porn, it's real life. No means no regardless of gender. If you're bent on solving this yourself, which I don't recommend, then I'd find a way to record the conversation and calmly explain that you know what she's been doing. You've seen textual evidence of it, and not only does it make you uncomfortable, but you have zero interest in whatever idea she's got in her head of what you two could be and or do. Don't call her names, don't curse, try not to get emotional. If she starts up, that's on her, and if she doesn't see the writing on the wall, then definitely tell your parents. Tell them quickly. Don't give her time to erase the evidence or try to flip it. Cover your bases. Again, I do not recommend you go this route because I think involving the parents can cut through the bullshit and put a stop to it. Even if they're not sure about it, it'll at least put eyes on the situation and probably make her stop. I'm sorry you're going through this. I genuinely hope this is resolved quickly and that your stepsister realizes how grossly inappropriate her behavior is. I, 18 male, have fallen for my best friend, 18 female, but both of us are already in separate relationships. I have a best friend who I'll call Ellie. Ellie and I have been friends for about 2.5 years and we've been really good friends for about a year. We see each other a few times a week and talk just about every day for a few hours. I've had small crushes on and off of her throughout the last year, but I've been liking her more and more and we hang out. A few months ago apparently she even liked me, but I wasn't able to act on it at the time due to a few outside factors. We also haven't been purely platonic, but alcohol was heavily involved those times. I've been dating someone else for only 3 weeks. She's great, but I can't help but compare her to Ellie, and I know that results in an unhealthy relationship. I do plan on breaking up with her soon, as I just be an asshole if I lead her on whilst I don't feel the same. About 2 weeks ago Ellie started dating a guy I don't know. She hasn't mentioned it to our other friends, but we have talked about it a fair bit. I know I'm the idiot here that missed my shot and I should have just asked her sooner, but admittingly I've pussied out every time since I didn't want to risk ruining our friendship. I just don't know what to do, or how to control the way I feel. Every time I've thought I was over her, something will happen. For example, we'd spend a night cuddling in bed together talking until the sun rose, and I'd fall for her again. I've never met anyone as amazing as her before, and can't help but compare others to her. Whatever guy she is with has certainly hit the jackpot and is lucky to have her. I know I'm still quite young and have plenty of time for relationships, so I shouldn't even be worrying about this. They have barely started dating and yet I'm already jealous. Can I please get some people's advice on what I should do? Like, do I move on? Admit my feelings? Wait it out? And do you have any advice for how I should move on from her? I barely understand my own emotions and just want to tell them to shut down at this point, but I can't. Any advice will be a big help. Break up with the girl you are dating so you are fair to her. Tell your crush you broke up with your GF as you realized you had been an ass and missed your window, and hope that she feels the same. Definitely break up with the girl. Like you said, you shouldn't lead her on. You have to tell her. It's gonna start eating at you more, because it already is. Hopefully it's a fairy tale ending and she liked you the whole time too. The timing is off though, considering she just started dating someone. One of my best friends has been actively cheating on his wife for years. How do you approach this? So one of my old friends that I've had for years has been cheating on his wife, or at least as far as I knew was until about a year ago. We are from a small town in Texas and he managed to meet and marry this awesome girl from New York and got her to move to our small town. They were engaged for 2 years and were separated during that time for the most part geographically. He was living and working in this small town and she was doing the same in a large city on the other side of the country. During this time he cheated on her on countless occasions. The shitty part of it is that he didn't care that people knew, was practically bragging about it, and being from a small town everyone knew he was doing it. My group of friends and I kept telling him to stop being a puss and quit cheating and that he should tell her. Of course, this didn't happen. His excuse was that he was still single and had to live life before he was locked down. I also believe some people tried telling her via Facebook from our town, but she was naive and didn't believe them. The wedding eventually happened in New York and I tried to convince my friends to come together and tell her before she married him, but nobody wanted to ruin the wedding. Also, nobody really had the heart to do it because we knew how much the wedding meant to her. I am ashamed to say I was a groomsman at this wedding, and one of our friends did opt out of wedding party because he didn't support the marriage for this reason. He was shunned by my friend and his now wife's family for this. I do know before the wedding somebody tried contacting the wife to tell her what was going on, but of course she didn't listen. It did cause a little bit of a stir before the wedding though. The shit show before the wedding is a story in itself. Despite this they eventually got married and sadly we just hoped that he would stop cheating and be faithful from this point on. Came to find out he was still cheating on her on occasion, with barely out of high school women no less. But once again everyone in our town knows about it, but just doesn't want to say anything, or if they do she just ignores it. It's gotten to the point where some of my friends have said well it's too late now to say anything, but I don't think that's true. It's tough because she is a total sweetheart and everyone loves her, and she appears to truly love her married life, and nobody wants to break her heart. I eventually cut off contact with the husband afterwards for this reason and haven't talked to him in nearly a year. I have also moved since then and I don't think him or his wife know that this is the reason I don't talk to them anymore. I am not sure if the cheating is still going on or not. Is there anyone who can bring some clarity on what to do in this situation, or how to handle it gracefully? It doesn't seem fair for her to go through life not knowing how much of a puss her husband is. Edit. She has been told by strangers, we know this for sure, but the concern is that she hasn't been told by anyone she actually knows or trusts, because it is true that besides the cheating he isn't liked by many in my hometown. I also imagine if he is confronted by her, which I'm sure has happened, he just lies his ass off to get by it. She's been told. Let it go and go live your life and let her live hers. That's what some of my friends think, but we have also figured that nobody close to her has actually told her anything. She might invalidate it because she isn't hearing from anyone she is close to. I'm sure she has confronted him about it, but I am also sure he just lied his ass off just like he did before the wedding. She only heard through some strangers through Facebook. It's her life and her decision to make. I'm sure she has her suspicions. She gets to do what she wants to do, even if you don't approve of it. You can only do so much. The wife will eventually see it. Just out of curiosity, did anyone tell the wife's mother? Thanks for listening so far. If story have an update, we will post here. Like, subscribe to our channel for upcoming stories.